Alright guys, I got a quick minute here. It is still probably right around noontime here in Central Florida, and I've gotten our living space up top all cleared out. We normally put all our bunks up here, but I'm going to keep them out because it does give us just a little bit more headroom. I'm going to take some measurements to find out if I can actually double stack these or not, and try to figure out some alternatives. But I'm getting ready to put the pop top down. Pop top's down, ready to weather the storm. So, looks kind of dumb with the extra wood, but she's gonna love it. Yep, no tip, no top. Maybe I'll paint it or something if she likes it and we're gonna keep it. I don't know. Like I said, it was just scrap wood. Basically had a piece of framing. This is actually from my old truck bed, and then some outer supports so it doesn't tip. And like this. And then I just got one of these cheap Walmart mats. And we're just going to set it here. I'm gonna throw a couple screws in it. And Mama's got a porch. All right. Tropical storm slash hurricane Elsa. Van life edition. Because we want to.
Exactly.
Oh. It's already flooded a little bit. Front porch is doing its job.
I love my front porch, by the way. My mini porch. So we're just gonna assess the damage, if there is any damage. Hopefully the work we did on the back of the van stopped all the leaks back there.
So this is a fish tape. This is what you use to fish wire through attics and spaces like that. Ideally, I don't like wasps. Ideally, we should just take this off. But I was looking at it, and there's a possibility that I can actually feed this through without doing that.
Yay!
What?
Got it.
Woo! See if we can pull it.
Alright, so we got the fish line, fish tape
Alright, that's it.
through. Kevin's trying to find a way to get this all to adhere so we can pull the fish tape through.
So the plan is to smush this a little bit because it's just foam, and wrap it really good with electrical tape, and then I'm going to go over that with painter's tape, hoping that it doesn't
Have that tack on the outside.
catch on.
Getting to the point that I won't be able to push on it anymore. Yeah, it disconnected.
Did it?
Yeah, right here I feel that there's nothing there. The tape didn't hold or it ripped. I'm not really sure if it just ripped.
It ripped the foam?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So the foam actually ripped out of the tape that we had. And we got it all the way up to here. And then it decided to rip. So that didn't work like we were hoping it would. It feels nice though. Like it might have been thick enough, you know. I don't think we'd be able to get thicker through it though. So, Another thought, okay, and it could be completely like stupid and not a good idea. Would we be able to put pinholes and spray some foam, expanding foam through there?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? So Kevin's actually found something that might work, at least temporarily. He's shoving the foam behind the actual seal, which is pushing the seal down to where it's actually supposed to be sitting. So no more dead. Kevin's still not happy. I'm all smart now, huh?
I mean, it's still not what it's supposed to be, but...
No.
Might help.
Yeah. So he's going to put on an adhesive to attach the rest of this sealing. That's not what it's called. What is it called? Weather stripping. Because it's not even attached to the van. Which is where the
our main leak is.
our biggest leak in the back of the van is located.
So we glued this back, and yeah, it's not pretty at all. And then this piece is just not quite wide enough, so I added a piece of that foam stuff we had. And then I also glued the outside down. It was flapping around. And we put a little bit of foam on the outside corners where they're flat, since obviously right now we're not able to pull through. We tried that didn't work. We'll have to figure something else out. I don't like this because I don't feel like it's right, but it's an old van, and these are new. I say new, they're 2 years old, but they were almost impossible to find to begin with. And then we added this piece, which fixed it for the longest time, and is now drooping. But we put the foam behind this, and that has brought it back out. So now when we close this door, this seals the way it's supposed to. But then when we close the other door, it's still water drip can come through here. So we looked at this one, and turns out that this one is also not attached on the corner. The double-sided tape that comes with it is not working. All of this is empty core, just like that we would need to stuff something in, but the corners are solid core. But what I found out when I flipped them over on the back is the backing is hollow. So I actually took another piece of the foam and stuffed it here, and then this one has almost a $half size space behind it, and I stuffed it. And now when we put it closed and I shove the flashlight, my 1400 lumens flashlight that's super bright, she cannot see any light. So that would imply that, you know, light is thinner than water. I don't know. But if you can't see light, I don't think rain should come through. I don't know if that's scientific, but you're welcome. We're also going to attempt to unlevel the van, which probably isn't level, because we found that the front of the area where the pop top is actually is holding water.
This part?
And causing it to rise above the seal and leak and seep into the van. So we're going to move the van over closer to our fence.
All right, so we are trying to get the van unlevel, which means that we need to get the back end of the van up higher. We want it probably more of that angle. so that the water drains to the front and not to the back, in which it has been. So we got to get us into pretty much that incline to kind of make it more so to where the drainage gets better on the top. A little bit more. You're almost there. A tiny bit more if you can. Don't go much. Stop. You're on top. Yeah, a little bit better.
Pick up the front. No, front. But that's fine. So it means we're unlevel.
Barely, but yes. Barely unlevel. Just that alone, she's still way off. We would have to get her at an angle like that, which is never going to happen. So it's the actual roof itself that's kind of dented in order to get it leveled.
All right, so we got the van actually level up on the bricks in the 2x8. So sitting a couple inches higher in the back, the van is actually level now, as I was talking about the suspension being a little off. So the van's level, but the roof is still inclined the wrong way. And that has nothing to do with the actual van. When we did the top, just like any other sports mobile, we cut it in the same spot, but the front of my roof up here is inclined. So the water just sits up there in pools. So I have to figure out how to get that up. But until then, we're trying to make temporary fixes to keep water from pooling up there. Especially right now, we have a tropical storm on its way here. And it's Florida, so it rains every afternoon. So we're trying to get that fixed. So we have this hill here, which is, it is what it is. But there's a low spot from where there used to be a fence over here that we ripped out to make this parking area. So Joel's digging it out a little bit more. We're gonna try to put the front tires in this low spot, and you can see it's quite a bit different than here where it's higher. So we'll put it there and see where it's at.
Also put a 2x4 in the front to push the, oh, you're a little wet. Okay, he put a 2x4 in the front to brace the top of the roof to try to allow more gravity.
I feel like my back should be getting soaked right now.
To allow more gravity to push hopefully the water to the front and not allow it to just sit on the pop top.
Where did all that water go?
I don't know, but I heard it. It sounded like one of those rain sticks.
All right, guys, it's a little after 5 o'clock this morning, and it's not even raining. The storm is north of us. It doesn't look like it's even made landfall yet. It's a tropical storm now, no longer a hurricane. But it was a very uneventful evening for us. No front leaks, no rear door leaks. Not sure if the front leak is fixed or it didn't leak because the top was down. So we'll figure that out once the top's back up. We did have, it leaked a little bit on the driver's side rear window, None on the passenger rear window, which doesn't make any sense because we didn't do anything to those. But for the most part, it was completely uneventful. There was a couple of wind gusts early in the night, and then as the storm got closer, like, it was less. It was basically a gentle, whooshing, beautiful rainfall. It was like a sleep machine. We all slept like babies. It was great. So disappointed and grateful all at the same time. All right, guys, hopefully everybody else here in the state of Florida and wherever this storm is carrying on through is safe. And now we're just more prepared for the next one. We got 4 more months of this. So, all right, guys, see ya.
Look at me. Look sexy, baby.
Oh, gosh.
Look at me.
What?
Looks like you have eyeliner.
I have grease all over my face.
You have grease or dirt on the inside of your eye. Looks like eyeliner. Real sexy, babe.